Hello, everyone. We are live with a Season 14 Week 5 game. We've got two players that have not been on my stream before, so I'm looking forward to streaming this game. We've got Gundog here. This is Wade, and he is playing what looks to be a Hellfire list. Pretty standard. He's got Invincible Iron Man as a unique pick here, but a lot of the other characters are pretty popular. Luke Cage, Lizard, tanky team here. Looks like he's playing generally pretty standard, some pretty decent options. Stark Armory is in the list. Good call out there. On the other side, what looks to be a defenders list. He's got a spicy power swan, power black swan. We've got ancient one, nightcrawler. Yeah, look, a lot of defenders here, and it looks like he's looking to fight based on his crises. So let's get this underway. I'm going to let them know we're live. Joining me on commentary is Vodka Blitz from the Montreal Shark Tank. How are you doing, man?
Doing great, doing great. Super glad to be casting with you today.
Yes, I just got off a stream a few hours ago where we reviewed all the rosters on both sides of the Montreal Shark Tank versus Pork Roll Protocol event happening soon. So if you want to check that out, it's on my YouTube now. And
Yep.
there were some interesting takes from the two
From the
Swedes I
stream,
have on my cast with me.
yeah, it was definitely a super solid watch. I had time to catch the first part I missed, and definitely a blast. Really love both players' takes on our lists, and it's going to be a fun event for sure.
That's right. So we've got the crisis draw here in priority roll. Looks like Geisman, which is Dan, he won priority, got demons. A great pick, I think, for against Hellfire, who Hellfire want to be holding and standing on secures, holding extract standing on secures, and demons has a heavy incentive typically to not stand on it or minimize the amount of characters on the secures. So I think like on the surface level, it seems like the best secure for the defenders team against Hellfire. So, what do you think about the crisis draw?
I agree. I think the crisis draw here favors defenders a lot, especially with scrolls since it's semi slow, which makes it for a semi slow scoring with demons. Since there's only 7 victory points on the board, it's going to be hard to leverage the Hellfire leadership properly and not have all your characters be either incinerated or somewhat out of position. So I like the start for the defenders player here.
Yeah, actually, of the missions that Wade had, is that it's the slowest scoring extract he had because he had paranoia and he had I think spiders or some another 5 point maybe it was probably cubes, and and so very interesting that I think Dan probably got like the best crisis draw he could have hoped for just on
I
like initially without obviously playing this out.
Yeah, I entirely agree. I think the look of the draw here favors them a lot. But we'll see on the table how it translates.
Yes, yes. The both teams are definitely like both teams are definitely capable of winning this. I wouldn't say
Oh yeah,
there's any sort of major swing here or major favoritism on either side. Daredevil and the defenders can punch really hard if the Hellfire team ends up bunching up, right? If you put a Koi on the back demon, if that's what Wade does, then you're gonna obviously ideally want to surround the characters, and that means like I don't know, a Koi could die pretty quick when you've got like character swinging with like 3 rerolls on top of each attack. Or is it wait, hold on, Daredevil's rerolls once per turn. But either way, um,
with
yeah,
rerolls and having Okoye incinerated, it makes her job a lot harder to do,
yeah.
and to do well. Because if she wants to have the power to block, she really needs to be standing on a point. And if she's standing on a point, she's a lot less tanky than she can be.
Looks like both teams are they're ready to go immediately here. So
Wow, that was
we've
quick.
got Wade here bringing Hellfire. So he's bringing Invincible Iron Man, Ultron, Beta Ray Bill, who has incineration immunity, and then Okoye there, as we suspected. Sacrifice, Hellfire, Age, Stark, Brace. Vodka Blitz, tell me what Dan's bringing.
All right, Dan is bringing Daredevil, Wolverine, the original, Nightcrawler, Ghost Rider, and Wong. I really like Dan's team here, picking Ghost Rider. for both Incinerate Immunity and for a Brawly game, I think is a solid pick. Also, really liking the Nightcrawler tech here. I think he was probably expecting a Ultron, and if he's able to get a teleporting strike on early on Ultron to stun him, either on Ultron or Bill, it can be super backbreaking for Hellfire here.
Yeah, that's a good call out. I think I'm seeing from Dan's side like triple redundancy in Ultron and tech. He's gone all in on it with Nightcrawler, like you said. Ghost Rider's Spender can take power away from Ultron. I
Yeah,
think, right? Yeah, and then we've got, of course, Sucker as a tactic card here. He's bringing, so it's both teams have a character that needs to be basically from taken from full health to 0 4 times if they
yeah.
want to be removed from the board with Deal with the Devil versus Ultron. So, but of course, Dan's brought a bunch of tech to shut down Age of Ultron. So that's it might be a little scary for Wade. Let's see how he handles that.
Yeah, I agree, and I think Nightcrawler here is super happy if he can stun either Bill or Ultron, which I think gives Dan a very solid read into what Wade was bringing. So really liking both players' team here. I don't think I'm surprised by too much of what they chose to bring. So it's going to be an interesting game for sure.
Yes, I think that the uh, Dan deployed Nightcrawler before Wade deployed Ultron. I guess I no, I
Yeah,
guess I say that, but Dan did have priority, so that situation could have been avoided. But you clearly see that I think that the deployment on Wade's Ultron was completely intentional on being as far away from Nightcrawler as possible. And now let's just go through I'm going to go through the quick deployment here. Looks like Wade has deployed basically all of his Hellfire team in the middle, with the exception of Ultron on the top flank here. And then we have Ghost Rider on the other side. We've got Ghost Rider, Wong, and then Wolverine, Daredevil, all practically in the middle, with Nightcrawler like directly opposite to Ultron on the bottom flank instead of the top flank. So both teams are looking to put a lot of pressure right into the middle of the board and have basically conceded the flank extracts to each other.
yeah, I think so. And here we see Nightcrawler successfully picking up the extract. I think he's a solid candidate here just because he has still 4 dice physical to not be pushed, and is able to fairly reliably get back in the fight thanks to Puff of Smoke. So he can move, attack, and place himself within 2, which gives him excellent mobility here.
Yeah, so he will basically just lose like he'll just lose one action round 2, but then he'll be double attacking every round going forward. So Ultron, if he gets pushed here, he might end up being in a spot where he only gets 2 actions. He has to double
Or he
move
has
into the middle,
double
or
move next round,
yeah,
which could be super rough.
slows him down a
Um,
little bit. He did get the stop though.
yeah,
So yeah, I mean he'd still have to move twice to end up on a secure. But I think that now with Ultron holding the scroll, it's the need to be on a secure for Ultron is non-existent at this point. He can just hover around them and influence them, but he ultimately doesn't need to be on the demons and taking incinerate. So that's Ultron getting a scroll here is pretty good for Wade.
I agree, and I think what it lets him next round double move and bow someone, or if he chooses to do so, just move, attack, and bow, which at least gives him a lot more options going forward.
All right, it looks like Dan he went with Wong here to give a power to Ghost Rider, or hold on, he gave a power to
Wolverine.
Wolverine. All right, setting up a charge, and instead of grabbing the middle scroll here, so it's just putting a lot of pressure on the midline.
Yeah.
And yeah, so let's see what he does. I'm surprised. So it looks like he's gonna end up having Ghost Rider pick up the scroll here, unless he double moves Daredevil or Wolverine, which I think are not optimal decisions.
I
Um,
agree.
so let's see where Bill goes now that he is not being pushed from the scroll.
going on a back point to make sure he's scoring VPs.
Yeah, I think we're in a situation though where like he's now I'm like looking at the chain of events that's about to happen, and my guess is that we're gonna see Okoye hit the back point and then Iron Man push into the middle with his. He is a relatively tanky because he can reduce damage. Is it just like Bill? He can reduce not yeah. There's no minimum on this. I am Iron Man.
Yeah,
So he's as tanky as Bill on. I forget how much health he has on the other side, but
he's 6'6", if I recall correctly.
right. So the only difference is Bill is 6'5". So the difference is the one health on the back potentially, as well as the one less energy defense. But ultimately, the damage reduction is very significant. So you're
Yeah,
dealing with two Bills here, basically.
yeah, but it's not exactly similar here, just because Iron Man's DR is only from enemy effects. I don't think there's anything
Good point.
on this scenario that would let him that would let Dan that would let Iron Man take damage from neutral effects.
So it's it would be the leadership, right? The only leadership he can't reduce.
Yeah, or bleed from
Hmm.
Wolverine, for
Fair.
instance, or
Good
little
call.
things like that. I think it's not the end of the world, but it's noteworthy at
Yeah,
least.
that's right. There might be a spot. All right, so
Yep.
Daredevil is being pretty aggressive here. He does count blanks. So I oh hold on. He was able to get that scroll in one move.
In one move.
Dang it! I did not realize how
Neither did I. I think he double.
he hold
Oh,
on.
I think he double moved there.
Yeah,
Or is he measuring? That's a good question.
I wasn't. I was looking at
Probably
the other things.
yeah. Same. I was reading Iron Man's card. Um, but yeah, like being beside, he was besides Wolverine, right? So I
Okay, so
pretty
he
sure.
must have barely been able to get it. A little
Yeah,
tight. I would have been a little more conservative. Maybe swap the spots of Daredevil or Wolverine and Daredevil,
yeah.
in order to like basically be in my comfort zone. But it looks like he was able to
To
grab the
grab it.
scroll. Yeah. All right. So he moved out of Emma's range to hit him,
Yep.
and yeah. So let's see what she does here. Emma is another piece that when you're playing Hellfire and you're on demons, you're trying to minimize the amount of characters being impacted by the incineration. Emma, your leader, doesn't take negative effects when you are when she's not holding an extractor on a secure. So therefore, you can keep her off the demon portal all game if yeah, I'm working on it.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. All right. So anyway, but yeah, so she doesn't have to be on a demon portal. That's pretty important for the early rounds to not catch incinerate. She can also, I think, flip eventually
Yep.
in order to take incinerations off.
Yeah, I think on demons, especially on close brawly maps like this, they're one of the situations where you really don't mind Emma being flipped as much as she usually can be, just because she's a little bit more resilient. She gets a terrain throw, which there are like plenty here to leverage. So I think her diamond form, like this map and scenario setup, is probably conducive to Diamond Emma doing some work.
So I actually just realized something as we were talking about Emma. Of course, like I forgot about it the whole time. Emma could kill Ghost Rider and prevent him from playing the card. So
That is
now,
true.
yeah, we forgot about that. But now that we've realized that both players do have counter options to their big hitters in this game, in their big five threat hitters. So that
Ooh,
will
are we
be
seeing
interesting.
Wolverine here try to charge Bill?
I do like pushing a character into the bid line on the defender side because if you do any damage um, to Wolverine here, you will in fact power up Ghost Rider to Hell on Wheels. So there's a huge disincentive to um, to actually attack Wolverine with Emma as much as you'd
Yeah,
want to, especially with healing factor too, and Dan being able to activate Wolverine first if he wants to next round. I like what Dan has set up here.
I agree. I think it puts Wade in a little bit of a Zugzwang, to borrow from chess lingo, which means whatever you do next is probably going to put you in a worse position than you already are. Um, So here we're looking at a very solid charge
Whoa,
from
look
Wolverine
at
with
that.
6 successes.
6 on 5. That's where else will you see that? Where else do you see that? All right. What other tabletop games? Very few. I don't know.
Classic
Like,
MCP
yeah,
right
there you
there.
go. 6 successes on 5 dice, and it's funny because like there's a little bit of a reaction to that, but nothing crazy because this is like, um, I've seen this before, kind of thing, right?
Yep,
Like, this is nothing new to roll 6 successes on 5 dice. All right. So now we're having Bill advance into the middle,
yep.
taking 4 damage on Bill.
Is
Hellfire,
huge.
yeah, Hellfire is going to. So he hasn't triggered his leadership though. So Bill's gonna get a bit of healing here. Um, and the question is, can oh man, Okoye? Would you put Okoye in the middle here? I do not like
I would.
different.
I would.
You
I
would,
would.
yeah.
Because now it just opens up Ghost Rider to move and slap Bill. And I think whether you get the days or not, you're so pretty happy.
Oh, we're getting an attack here. I think that's surprising to me because now
Yeah.
Ghost Rider's got the power.
There
I
you go.
think. Oh man, I did not like Okoye
Ooh,
attacking there.
especially into Wolverine. Not liking this move at all. Because now it just lets Ghost Rider long move down the middle and have a lot of juicy options.
Oh yeah,
Like,
this is Ghost Rider is
yeah,
gonna do some damage here. There's Hell
yeah,
on Wheels.
I think that was definitely very greedy on Wade's part here.
Yeah,
Because now Ghost Rider gets 2 chances to slap Bill, and if he gets him down, he gets to take the advantage on extracts, which is really not a place you want to be if you're on Hellfire.
he did not roll well, but he does have Defender's reroll if he wants it. I would pass on that this time though.
Maybe even 2 if he's close enough to the Ultron drones.
That's true.
Uh,
I would have tried to get that, measure that, and try to get the double reroll. But
yeah,
he's going
here we're
for
seeing second attack.
redo.
Barely
Ooh,
better,
wow.
but
That's not a
uh,
great start.
so far 3, which I think if he gets the reroll going, just dazes him. Oh no, that's Bill on taking 1 with VR.
Ooh, man. That's Bill
Ooh,
tanking there. That was big defensive rolls or well, I couldn't say that. More of like terrible offensive rolls.
yeah,
Um,
I think I would have really liked to see try to squeeze and leverage the range 2 from the drones.
yes, yeah.
Um, but it's not the end of the world either.
All
Ooh,
right.
will Emma try to fit in down the middle?
So if he doesn't, excuse me, if she doesn't get on the middle point there, she's conceding a VP. So that's why Wade is considering this. Um, I think that uh, you don't want. I don't know. This is like Wolverine is going to is going to do a
Yeah,
lot of
Wolverine is
damage,
gonna go
but he's going to do
ham.
that no matter where he goes. I think that Emma kind of just. I don't know. It's one
For me,
VP. I don't know.
yeah, for me, it's bringing the third body to next to 2 of his models,
Yeah.
which kind of seems dangerous because it puts a lot of reroll behind Wolverine and Ghost Rider.
Yeah, so Ghost Rider, we might actually see a lot of damage uh, put out by Wicked Judgment
Yeah,
on Ghost Rider. That's something to look out for. And but interesting thing about Emma, of course, we've already addressed this. The is that she when Emma is attacking, Ghost Rider would not be able to use that ability.
yeah,
So let's see what he does here. But looks like Emma is moving on to the back demon portal. Range 4 of Wolverine is gonna probably just try to throw a shot into him. Um,
that's fair.
and
And
yeah,
try to get the move, just deny the central VP.
yeah. Wolverine also he won't be able to play exceptional healing when Emma's attacking. So that's something that could come up later in the game as well. I mean, it could come up early too, but the rolls are
Uh,
not translating very
ooh,
strongly.
just dealing 1 damage to Wolverine, which I think is a super rough place to be in if you're Wade, just because now you've fed Wolverine more power and he's just ready to go going forward.
Looks like it looks like Iron Man just paid for a reroll. and it
Yep.
translated to an extra damage for Emma. So now she's got 4 power, enough to maybe hit a big spender next round, but we'll see how it goes.
But now, Ghost Rider is getting a power for that. Yeah, he got it.
Yes.
Uh, the thing I don't like is that now Wolverine's all juiced up and he can legit just go ham at models like Iron Man or just try to get the days on Bill. Because now he has access to both his charge and Berserker Barrage, and up to 3, maybe even 4 rerolls if
Yeah.
he
So what? Yeah,
Iron
4
Man.
rerolls.
Like if he places himself just next to the drones, next to Iron Man, Okoye, Bill, and the drones,
Right.
it's a 7 dice with 4 rerolls, wild counting double, which is probably gonna get Bill.
I think there was a measurement here to get Emma on the point, so I think that that Emma should be, or the intention that
Uh,
both players probably discussed was that she is on the point and therefore has to be within 2 of Okoye. But maybe I'm
no,
mistaken. Did we
they
not measure?
measured 4 from Wolverine, which is
Yeah,
what just doesn't
different measurement.
guarantee. Yeah, doesn't guarantee her being on the point.
Bill, I think the one takeaway or one more takeaway from round one that could be a problem is that Bill he advanced forward
Yeah,
onto the middle point, which of course put Ghost Rider in a spot to have to go into the middle to win the VP. But I think that Ghost Rider was probably going to do that anyway because of the incineration immunity. So I think
yeah.
that advancing Bill as far up as he did outside of range 2 of Okoye ultimately is going to potentially be a problem here for
Ooh, I
Wade.
like the call here from Dan to have Wolverine charge and be within to get the 4 rerolls and do a spender on Emma, who's outside the range of Okoye. The big danger here is that Emma can just transform.
He just
Uh,
transformed with the wrong model, but they're gonna fix it. But
yeah,
can you transform and then take the sacrifice or take the bodyguard?
yes, you absolutely can. Although the thing I would notify players that they measured range 2 from Okoye instead of the place 1 from Emma to Emma.
Yeah,
Like
not as
they
clean.
they had the room, but this is not something I'd recommend people.
Yeah, they the simplest way to put that is like they weren't using the tools that they were supposed to be using to do the superpowers they were using.
Yeah,
So,
just
all right,
wait for
so Okoye
wait
is
for the
taking this then.
rolls. Yeah. Here we're already seeing 3 successes because of the wild, making it now 4.
Ooh, that's
Uh,
not that great.
no,
Okoye.
it is going to do 2 damage into Okoye, but luckily for Dan, he will get to throw Okoye probably away from Emma Frost.
Yes, this will allow. So the question is now is that do you go into a character like Emma who has taken 0 damage at this point, or do you go into a character with your next attack that is weak? Um, I I would be concerned if he focused on Emma that the Hellfire leadership will just like heal up 3 points of health across the team, and that just seems just a lot. If you're splitting your damage every activation, you're I don't think you're doing yourself any good against Hellfire a lot of the time.
I agree, but I think here you can force the brace fairly early by throwing into Bill. Yeah, I like the throw here, and I think it's still worthwhile to go after Emma, especially now that she's in diamond form. She's not doing too much to Wolverine, who has still Incinerate 3 defense dice and Healing Factor 2, who's not worth an objective token. Um, so here, threatening to take 4 threat off the board and the leadership and one of the attack against Ghost Rider, I think is a good call, but honestly, going after and dazing any one of the models here, I think, is a good option.
Yes.
I do think in the end I would have rather seen an attack into Bill just because he's holding VPs instead of both Emma and Okoye who are not. Um, Oh, here we're seeing a throw into uh, Emma,
Yes.
who at least the Koyi does embrace, which is an interesting
So
decision.
so Emma can't play tactic cards on diamond form, so she was in a spot where she just had to roll.
Yeah,
And I think they didn't want to waste a card on a one damage on a Koya. I think is ultimately the reasoning.
that's fair. Here, I think with so many juicy targets up, I think you would try to go for um,
Looks like he did roll 4 on Bill here for Bill, and Wolverine, the defenders team is just not connecting like you would expect them to right now. I think the dice are just not getting their fair share of hits at this point. But I don't know. We'll see
uh,
if that continues.
for sure. But I think, like you said earlier, splitting attacks here is a little rough. Like it reduces your chances of taking activations away. Um, so yeah,
Oh,
Southern.
it looks like he forgot to do power phase earlier on, so he's doing it now. That's interesting. I wonder if that would have changed his decisions, but that's just how it is.
Yep. So now that's done. So let's see how Wade responds. I think. What do you do here if you're Wade? I think Bill is probably the right call since he's like pretty exposed and scoring GPs.
Yeah,
But
he's
what do you do with Bill?
yeah. I think um, I would look to throw Ghost Rider, maybe throw him into Wong or something. I don't know, like something to try to like force Brace out.
Yeah,
Um,
I think that's
yeah.
probably the right call. Daredevil for me is a juicy target to throw Ghost Rider into, just because not counting blanks here
Yeah.
on 5 HP already haven't taken a damage. Might be pretty relevant.
We could also do a spender to also trigger throw. Ghost Rider is size 3, so you're getting 8 dice and do the spender. So you could effectively throw twice this. Looks like he might
Oh,
be actually doing that.
yeah. Oh, Ghost Rider not blocking anything.
And oh, we
Um,
don't get the hit trigger out yet. Let's see if the crit explodes into one. Oh, he doesn't get to throw Ghost Rider.
oh wait, on whose was it? Since I'm only seeing 7 dice, which means it probably wasn't Ghost
Oh,
Rider.
it might have been Daredevil then. Which case he would be blocking one. Yeah, he was. Looks like he attacked Daredevil instead. Interesting.
Ooh, that is
Um,
bold.
Daredevil now gets to clap back, which I'm sure he's gonna do to put us to. Um, I would how like Beta Ray Bill could just die here from the clapback. I'm
Now, and I think here you try to swap and take power away from Bill with Wicked's Judgment. Ooh,
Ooh,
medium move?
hold
No.
on. He didn't. Um, what did we just see? I'm trying to understand what we just
Oh,
saw. Did we see a throw? Was that a throw? Oh, we saw no. Hold on. What the
wait,
frick?
what happened?
He got a hit. He did get a hit. He paid for Iron
Oh,
Man's reroll. That's what it
oh yeah,
was.
and got the hit. All right,
Oh, okay. He paid for Iron
all right.
Man's reroll. That's what it was.
So here we see the dodge from Ghost Rider taking 1 damage.
So
Uh,
he got some good successes into Daredevil and
oh, and
got
Daredevil
the
is dazed from the throw because he was blocking 1, taking 3+1 from the throw. I'm surprised to not have seen Brace here just to save Daredevil. Because being able to clap back Bill and like end his turn uh, would be really really strong. Because
yeah.
now Bill gets to throw another model, probably Ghost Rider, or and run away. Oh, is he
Um,
just looking to take the back point? Oh, that is aggressive.
I think that Bill. Yeah, I can't believe we didn't see a Wicked's Judgment on the Bill there. I agree, but um,
Builder into Ghost Rider, getting the stun and 1 damage through, which is not so bad. Uh, but it does. The thing I don't like here is that it exposes Bill to be penance stared and just being eaten alive.
yeah, the I are we gonna see a leadership? She can play her tactic card when she's because it's a leadership, right? So Emma
Yeah,
can play it. She can even play it when she's
yeah.
dazed. Looks like Bill's going all in here with a throw. He's so it's Bill's basically dumping as much power as possible. I think to prevent the spender on Ghost Rider from being huge.
Here, Wong going down from the throw.
Ooh, double. Wow, look at that, Bill. This is a Wolverine not going into Bill here was massive,
Yeah,
massive ramifications.
yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's tough. That is tough.
And the Hellfire leadership still up.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't ripped the leadership. That's also kind of Iron Man not being on a point though means he's definitely would be taking another point of damage. Maybe he's waiting for Iron Man to reposition, but I think
Yeah, I think you're
you're too
exposing yourself.
vulnerable right now.
Yeah. I think Nightcrawler here is a pretty interesting spot to be able to move and attack, maybe even Daze Bill. Or, no, what's happening? Oh, Ghost Rider maybe just going into the fray and trying to get some key dazes. Because now that he's lost two characters and had Prio, has some good opportunities to take actions away from Wade.
Yes.
Um, yeah.
Are we gonna see a Ghost Rider beam here?
No, I think we're going to see a Hell on Wheels and probably some builders.
He's gonna get a massive amount of rerolls here.
No,
The damage on the he forgot the damage on the grunt in round one leadership. That's right. We should
we should call it out.
yeah, go ahead if you could.
Yeah,
Thank you, TG Lord.
good catch.
All right. There we go. They got it. All right.
So we're seeing here 3 rerolls on Ghost Rider.
Yep. Okay. So he couldn't because of Wolverine's base, he wasn't able to fit into a spot to get Iron Man rerolls. So now he's doing a builder. Oh my gosh, Ghost Rider buddy. He's not
Time to step up a little.
yes, he's not
Um,
rolling like a 5 threat, that's for sure.
but now he has at least access to 3 rerolls, which seeing only 1 block on the other side, with only 2.
Your skull locked. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, I don't think I would have done it here.
So, yeah, now Bill takes 1 damage and is hexed from
Yep.
that attack. Dang, Bill is just. Um, did Bill take that damage? Am I missing something? What am I missing?
Oh, 1 DR1 3.
He got it. They got it.
Yeah, I don't think I would have gone into Bill here just because you actually want to try to take activations away. Here is it into Koye. No, into Bill again to get the daze. Because the thing here is that sure you daze Bill, but you have no one to pick up the scroll right next to him already because Nightcrawler's already holding one. So it doesn't put him in that much of a better position, and now he gets pushed, probably into Ultron range.
Ooh, that is really tough. Oh man.
Very dangerous place to be in.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have liked to see him grab this scroll because the juiciest thing right now is of course Iron Man grabbing this scroll and then even like I don't even if it doesn't do anything else and just pulls back. Um he's now can trigger leadership without being on a demon portal.
Yeah,
Oh, hold on, he doesn't have power. That's what he's doing. So he's moving into a spot that is oh, he's made a mistake though. He can't
yeah,
pick it up because he can't attack Nightcrawler.
yeah. Because
Because
yeah.
Nightcrawler has stealth because he's within the terrain. Oh, it's.
No, it's a size 1
Oh,
terrain,
I
so he
thought.
doesn't
Oh, I
stealth.
missed it. Okay, my bad. I thought that would have been size 2. Okay, so he can hit Nightcrawler here. He's gonna get at least 1 power guaranteed from
Yeah,
the attack because that's Iron Man has that ability. He's gonna use that power to then pick up the scroll, and so he's gonna be pushed, but then trigger the leadership power. What's with the? He's got to roll for scrolls, right?
yeah. And I think that's what we're.
No, he's they did the Hellfire leadership, which is end of activation.
Oh,
Are we seeing?
I'll mention it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, they got it. They got it. Okay. So he is getting pushed. Oh, look at that. So both sides are feeding the flanks. And this is good for Nightcrawler, though. He's going to be able to
Yep.
probably get a couple attacks in here and end up in on the secures.
Yeah. And I think here, if he's not within 2 of Iron Man, he's in a great
Ooh,
position.
I don't think he is, so I think he's going to hit that pre-damage stun.
Yeah. And you. Oh,
Oh,
I, the players have to be more careful. Like, this is a good example of why, like, trying to go fast can sometimes mess with you. Like, we saw here a couple, like, key mistakes or positioning errors from both players just due to accidents.
yeah.
Um, so, yeah. So
It's
here we
shaky
see.
hands translate not only
Yep.
to in-person events, but also online, apparently. Yeah.
I think I would try to lean more towards the back point here if I'm going here. Yeah, pretty much where he was here, just because being able to go into Okoye here is pretty massive, and since you don't have to teleport, you still get your 2 rerolls from the drones and Iron Man, and you can just daze Okoye for free, then teleport afterwards with Bamf, and already be back in the action.
Oh, I like that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I've not played Nightcrawler. I've only played against him, but yeah, that's good. That's cool sequencing.
Yeah. Honestly, he's a character that really rewards reps a lot, just because like being able to see the quote unquote the matrix here and try to leverage his positioning makes a big difference. And I think we're seeing a dazed Okoye here.
She
Yes, we
yeah,
are.
guaranteed because she can't re-roll into a save, so she would take
Yeah.
two. Um, and
And I don't think here you want to place within 2 of her just to not overexpose yourself. And just use Bamf to position near a pillar to gain stealth from Emma Frost.
the yes, that's interesting. Oh yeah, yeah, okay. I see all the dots I'm connecting. I am so I don't remember because I just went through 10 rosters, but I am all very confident that you have Nightcrawler in your X-Men list.
Yes, I do. I am addicted to the blue boy. Honestly, that guaranteed stun has just been incredible, and he very well deserves his moniker of the Incredible Nightcrawler. His mobility and the stun have just been very, very good.
That's very cool. So I'm your model itself is already painted up. Did you go? I'm guessing, right? Do you have swords on him or no swords?
I am a no swords boy
Okay.
on Nightcrawler.
All
Yeah,
right.
I got him painted. I picked him up from my painters this week. He looks really, really good.
Very very cool. All right. So what are we seeing now? We're seeing Emma. Are we seeing Emma? No, we're seeing a 4 dice attack going into
The
Wolverine.
front,
The
I
grunts,
presume
drones,
Ultron
drones.
wins.
Yeah, yeah. The drones.
Yep. Going into, I would presume Wolverine. Yeah, we saw Wolverine days here. Um, damn, that was quick.
Yeah. So
uh,
we're going to see. Yeah, we're gonna see.
Ghost,
Here's. Go ahead.
yeah, Ghost Rider gained his power once. Um, because I'm only seeing just the one.
He only attacked him once. Oh no, he got it. He got it. He
He
just
attacked him
redirected.
twice. Yeah.
Okay.
So here we're seeing
This is
Ultron
Ultron
going.
into Ghost Rider,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, he has 4 energy defense, I think.
taking
Yes.
2 here. Just 1 power. Yeah, they notice the stun, but he is immune to both bleed and poison because he's a flamey boy.
Okay, so one thing that I'm seeing next round is likely to play out here is
Hmm.
that Emma is going to get an activation at this point. So she's going to be able to flip into her mystic side, and if she gets the opportunity to hit a range 3 spender into Wolverine, it's going to be a big problem for Dan because he can't play exceptional against her, and
Yeah.
Wolverine has 6 health on the injured side now, right, with the buff. But
Yep.
Emma can lay down the law with 2 spenders because she's gonna have 8 power next round.
While true, Dan here is going to get priority because he lost a
Yes.
lot of models, and being able to go with Wolverine and no matter the cost to gain extra dice. I think he's in a good position to try and leverage a very aggressive Wolverine, which I would try to do before he dies,
Right, right.
especially with flipped Emma here.
Yes, very, very fair. Okay, so Emma just attacked into Ghost Rider, it looks like, and moved him over.
Yep.
Yes, Pupper Papa, thank you for joining. Yeah, it's been pretty brutal on both sides here.
Ooh, 3 crits. And if that's not into Ghost Rider, but I
Oh
think it
my
is.
gosh, yeah. No, this is Emma and a Nightcrawler, I think.
Oh yeah, I think your Ghost Rider. Yeah, he's not in range of Emma. Oh, it has been a bloodbath so far.
Yes, yes. Look at that. It's almost a full squad wipe on from Wade's side here. I thought
Yep.
I thought I thought Hellfire was the point scoring affiliation. What's going on?
Yeah, I think here Wade's building a lot of momentum from Dan's, I want to say, indecisiveness of attacks. Just being able to, like, just not being able to get key dazes and steel activations away and spreading damage, like you said, put him in a super rough position.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see the score now. It is a low scoring game here, so we have one. Did Bill was dazed? Yeah, so we had one secure one for Wade, plus 3 scrolls, giving him 4 points, going to 7, and
To
then
Dan,
1 point. Hold on, what are we seeing? Where are we seeing the one VP?
no
No
points from
points.
Dan, I
He was at
think.
5 initially. I don't remember him being at 5. He had 2 scrolls and 2 points. How so?
Yeah. Who was scoring the point then? Because all Ghost Rider has a scroll.
Oh, it's just not on it. Oh yeah, okay. There
Not
it
on the
is. It's not on the blue section, therefore not showing up on the overlay. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, TG Lord. Yes, very spicy start to round 3 coming up here. We think Wolverine is going to go first and try to get some big attacks going.
Honestly, I think I would either go into Bill or Ultron just because Okoye is protecting Emma fairly well, and I think this is a case where you no matter the cost, spender and just try to get maximum dice into Ultron as you
Right.
can.
Right, because on the injured side here, Wolverine gets more dice depending on how much damage he has taken.
Yeah.
So
So
here he
here,
is. Go
if
ahead.
he's well placed, he's getting 4 rerolls. And yeah, I think that's what we're gonna see. No matter the cost for the full 3 damage. Wait, 10 dice, spender with wilds counting twice, and potentially 4 rerolls.
All right, so it failed him last time. It didn't go very well for Wolverine last time, so we're really hoping to see a better turn out of Wolverine right now.
So far it looks great. 6 successes with a crit and still 4 rerolls up. So I think here you want to spend your rerolls and just try to one shot him like super clean.
Yes, go for it. So you want to just take Ultron
Yep.
right down to 0.
Oh, 4 more
Oh,
successes, showing 10 and just getting Ultron
all
for
right,
the full
10.
8.
Wow, he got him exactly.
Or was it?
Um.
Was it to Bill?
Oh, okay, okay.
All right, that's kind of surprising.
Bill's off. Okay, well, Bill's off the board. And that was a spender.
Yeah, I think we're seeing now another spender, hopefully, probably into Ultron. Uh,
Oh, they cleared the dice, so he's reconsidering. Okay. Oh,
why is?
oh, he's
Oh
getting
yeah,
it.
Wolverine was on the point, so he's on fire.
Oh, they forgot to put the conditions out. They got it cleared up now. Um, and
Emma.
Emma takes the as well. All right, perfect. So now they're going into Ultron. I think now at this point.
Oh no, going into the Emma or the Okoye probably. I think.
Oh, just the dice roll. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're seeing the defense reroll. So I presume into Emma, bodyguarded on Okoye.
Right.
Okoye blocks 3, taking
Ooh.
just the 1 damage and getting thrown.
Very interesting. He did play no matter the cost there.
Yep. On the first attack going into Bill.
Yeah. How much power was... Okay, Okoye was at 6 power.
Yeah.
There was a sucker play there where you could have suckered enough power off of Okoye to not let her bodyguard. Because Nightcrawler had so much power and Wolverine obviously had max power, so you could have taken probably enough away. And then gone into Emma maybe is a better line.
Yeah. I think I still like Nightcrawler having a lot of power, especially with defenders rerolls. Just because if you can get the ball rolling on Brimstone Blitz, you can potentially daze just everyone. Or like get
Yeah.
2 models clean off the board.
Yeah, I'm very concerned about. So Emma, I feel like is going to put all of her energy into taking Nightcrawler off the board at this point. If I had to guess, but
I think here you might even want to do a Spender into Logan just to throw him into Nightcrawler, and with Brace already gone, just try to KO him. Yeah, I think that's what we're seeing.
okay, double spender here is what Curtis is thinking.
Yeah, that's what I
What
would.
does he know though? Like honestly.
About Hellfire, probably nothing, right? Um,
Okay,
wow,
see,
Jupiter,
look at that.
wow.
He follows Curtis's advice and rolls like complete dog poo. All right.
He at least gets the wild to throw Logan into Nightcrawler.
Yeah, that's pretty big. Wolverine's a size 3 here when he
Yep.
gets thrown, so
Yep.
Nightcrawler's gonna have to roll big, but he can pay 2 to buff his
To get,
defense dice
yep,
or
to get more
dodge
dodge
dice.
dice. Not terrible. Blocking 2 with a crit, so he's at least not getting blown out too much. Takes 2.
Okay. So now Emma can't get both. Like Emma's not gonna be able to get both of them. Maybe she goes for the wild before damage throw
Oh,
again.
Curtis is
He can't.
right.
He can't. What? He can't. Oh, he can't buff his dice. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Hold on.
we'll call it for next time.
Shit.
Uh,
Ooh, shit. Curtis distracting us. I'm blaming Curtis. Fuck. Nightcrawler can't buff dodge dice. Yeah, yeah. Shit.
yeah.
Um. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So what happened here? He rolled big into who?
Presumably Logan. Throwing him. Yeah.
So now he has to roll Nightcrawler. All right.
Try
There
to
she
dodge.
goes. All right. So now Nightcrawler has to roll on this one too, right? It was a before damage throw.
It is a before damage throw.
So he needs a block 2.
Yep.
Takes 2,
Living on
lives on
1.
1. All right. Ghost Rider gains a power. Yeah, that's interesting. I think that I mean this is why you give the pregame speech that like we try to catch everything, but of course sometimes things get missed.
Yeah.
But you just have to move on, just like any other game you play. It is what it is. So Nightcrawler is looking to go here. All right, he must have been doing the builder here into Okoye.
Yep, that's what I presume.
Is the placement after?
Yeah, it's after damage.
So if he gets her here, then
Yep,
he would not teleport. Okay.
that is correct.
All right, there she goes. We're gonna see probably the spender, right? Spender into Emma here seems like a rational.
I think you place 1 before you do it, just to try to fish for more dice.
Yes.
But it starts at 6, and he's already used a reroll, which doesn't bode well for it. But you might as well try to fish for it.
Oh, he used the defender reroll to get her. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, to get Okoye, yes.
Yeah. Okay. All
So we're
right.
here.
We're seeing. Man, a tighter
Um,
love. Um.
yeah, I think at the end of the game,
Yeah.
I'll advise it to the players, but a lot of not kosher measurement in this
Yeah,
game.
so basically you shouldn't have the range 4 tool out when you're doing a range 1 place cuz that in theory means that you're using two tools at the same time. But all right. So we're seeing the spender and it doesn't go well. Or no, oh, just another place. It wasn't a spender. Interesting.
Uh, yeah, it was
Looking
a
to
builder,
builder, I mean, yeah, it's builder.
and now we're just seeing a range 3 teleport.
Just trying to survive. We're looking to set up a Wong heal probably. He just what did he
Yeah,
do there? He just
it seems like the played spent power for Banff to place 3.
yes, yeah, okay. Um, okay. Two
Yeah,
models KO'd for the Hellfire team now. So let's see how this goes. Emma, the characters that are both have infinite health seemingly are both still on the table on their healthy sides.
yeah.
So we'll see if that.
I think here we're going to see Ultron going to Ghost Rider, try to steal the last remaining scroll and activation away. Oof, no damage from the builder. I would probably try to
Wow.
rock it again. Just because if you can, you probably get to throw terrain right after. No blocks here, which will probably get him.
He's only got two so far though. He
Yep.
needs. Did he get a third? He lives on one. Oh my.
Yeah, but then you can throw a size 2
Oh
terrain.
yes, yes.
Oh, does it get there? Yeah, I think it does. Uh,
Perfect
yeah.
block, Ghost Rider. Let's see, does he get it? Oh, he
Yep.
got it. He just
Oh, he
got
gets
it.
it. Actually lives. 4 on 3.
Oh
It's
my
defensive
goodness.
method.
That's crazy. Oh my goodness. Wow.
That's
Um,
classic MCP here. Roll better.
yeah, yeah. Two characters on one right now is what we're seeing. So that's unbelievable for Dan's side. He needed that to happen to get to keep momentum. Okay, so now, wow, Ghost Rider's gonna get a full activation here. So he's gonna shut down. He's looking to shut down Iron Man's activation, giving him Daredevil and Wong to do whatever they want to do.
I think here we're seeing a Hellfire leadership.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Ghost Rider using Hell on Wheels to try to get Iron Man before he goes, which I don't hate. I think you have access to Penance there to try and take away the power from him. We're just seeing a regular builder, which goes very well for Ghost Rider, showing 5 successful to Hex. Really good.
So showing 3 damage if Iron Man pays, but he's also hexed. Yeah, the hexes could be big. He's gonna pay 1 to take 3, I would imagine here.
Yeah, I would presume. Still gains just 1 power.
Oh, he's stunned. Yeah, there goes the power
They
adjustment.
got
Yeah,
it.
they got it. Yeah.
Yeah, now we're seeing a Penance there.
Yes, I
8
always forget
damage.
this is a range 3 spender. It feels like it should be a range 2 spender, but so it's caught me off guard in the past. But it's big.
Uh, so far it's looking pretty good with 4 dice. I think that's where you spend your rerolls.
Yeah.
Uh, or just the 1
So
reroll. Yeah.
you need to convert. Yeah, you have 1 reroll here. You really want to convert this to get him. It doesn't convert, so Iron Man is gonna pay 1 to take 2, but lose all of his power.
Yeah. So he's going to be hexed, stunned, with no power, which kind of makes it awkward because if he attacks anyone else than Ghost Rider, he can
Oh,
just get
you're right. Yes.
judgment for the days.
But of course, going into Ghost Rider here does make sense because he is. You
Yep.
want to flip. You probably want to flip him, and in theory, have Emma be the one to KO him.
Yep. Now Nightcrawler actually has the pseudo stealth with thanks to the pillar.
It's very interesting the stealth that. I think it's interesting because it can catch people off guard because the rule turns on and off,
Yeah.
and so
You always
yeah.
have to check whether it's online or not. And even like for me, it's a big part of learning to play him is just to make sure that you try to sequence it or try to leverage it as much as you can to be effective with it makes a big difference. Here we're gonna see looks like a builder into Nightcrawler, I presume. Which rolls 1 and still dies.
Oh, he
No.
gets Nightcrawler here,
Yep.
but no crits either. So he doesn't get pinged by the
My
Wicked's
Wicked
Judgment.
Judgment.
Yes. Leaving Ghost Rider on 1. Okay, so here we go. Now Wong's just gonna heal Ghost Rider a bit then.
I think that's fair. Ghost Rider deserves a little rest.
And he's also, what did he do here with Wong? He did that
Uh,
to both of them. It looks like Daredevil or
gave power to Daredevil.
God, that's what it was. And then he meditated. Okay.
So here are we seeing a Devil's Deliverance with two models? I would expect so.
All right, so very interesting thing here is that Emma she can't disrupt the push, right? The push is only on superpowers and
And
mystic
Mystic
attack,
Attack.
so she can't stop these pushes because it's a physical
Here
attack.
we're seeing a Devils of Hell Kitchen, so instead of a counter strike, Daredevil gets to make a 0-cost attack. That's not costing an action, but is going to take damage if he rolls skulls. So no blocks on whoever that is, and potentially 2 rerolls here.
Ooh, but
Uh,
you don't. Would you save the rerolls for the bigger attack?
I would,
Ooh,
especially if
Emma
the attack here is on Emma, because it's going to give you 1 more dice.
into
Um,
Ultron. Yeah, good call. Yes.
and still, you get to keep your reroll for the bigger attack, because now Emma's on 1, which the 8 die physical will probably get her, while you still get to do your 8 dice with 2 rerolls on Ultron.
Yes.
Uh,
On top of this, Emma, the push is after damage, right? So if Emma dazes here, she doesn't move, and then drops the scroll right for Daredevil to pick up. I think that's
yep,
how the sequence would work.
exactly.
Oh, hold on. She lives. Oh,
Yep,
she does live because
and
she
she
rolled a
blocked
one.
everything.
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty funny. All right, so then now we want to one shot Ultron to pick up that scroll because you're holding only 1 on Ghost Rider right now. Oh,
Oh, 3
holy!
crits.
Oh,
Oh,
but
but
good
2
block.
blocks. 2 of them converting, which he still can get his 1 reroll to make it 7 and deal 4, which is not terrible.
The push is also going to be impactful. Ultron's now going to be pseudo staggered here, basically forced to make a move action to have impact on the game. So only 1 attack action. It might slow down the Hellfire side. We'll see. Both
He's
teams are
still
looking at.
holding 3 extracts, which puts still Dan in an awkward spot.
Yes, I think that getting that flip on Emma might have been like pretty important for getting
Yeah.
the score to where you want it to be. But so what are we seeing here? We're seeing 3 points for Dan, and we're seeing 3 points. So both got 3 points. It looks like.
Is Daredevil? Oh yeah, 1 scroll from Ghost Rider and 2 secures.
Okay. So yeah, this is still a very interesting game here.
Yeah.
There's still okay. So could either player score out? No, Dan can't score out, but Wade could this round. So
Yeah.
Dan's characters have to outlast. I'm concerned that that Dan's Wong and Daredevil will not be on the board next round, and therefore Ghost Rider is just having to solo the squad, the whole team. It just
I
seems
agree.
tricky. I don't know if he can do
Here,
that.
here, if Ultron is within range 4 of Daredevil, I think you have a very good line with the drones. Maybe be able to just daze Ghost Rider, and have Ultron be able to double tap Daredevil and maybe get him there. If not, just move and spender him, which is still pretty strong.
Yeah, so there might be an incentive on Wade's side to. You're saying you're suggesting potentially going with Ultron first. I mean, I think
Yeah.
Wade might be tempted to go with Emma or Iron Man first, just because the one health is like very significant. But I could
But
see if yeah.
besides Daredevil, who is left to threaten her, right? Like she's pretty out of the field. She's not having a great activation either. Because she moves and punches once.
I think she's just gonna attack Daredevil, hope for the trigger, and then if she hits the trigger, she can hit a spender, and if not, you hit him again with another 5 dice mystic. I think
In
that's.
in diamond form, it's gonna be awkward,
Oh,
right?
she's in diamond form. Oh, my bad. Yeah, that's a terrible activation. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, she's
No,
not
yeah,
doing
yeah, yeah. You're
anything
right.
relevant. She's not. I think here, if Ultron is within 4 of Daredevil, I think you have a very solid opportunity. The grunts can just double tap Ghost Rider and call it a day.
Yeah.
Hopefully daze him. If not, if Ultron's not within range 4 of Daredevil, he can still move and do the spinner on Daredevil to hopefully get him. Here we're seeing
Going to Wong, it looks
drone.
like.
Yep.
Oh, rolls nothing. So Wong, no damage. Look, probably again, same target, Wong.
Dealing 2, which Wong blocks. I'm kind of surprised going into Wong here, who's not like doing anything too relevant. I think I would have much rather see attacks going into Ghost Rider, especially with Iron Man rerolls. So here, do we see an Ultron builder into Daredevil?
All right.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to see. Boo, disgusting block from Daredevil, showing.
He's blocked it. Like
Oh,
Wade rolled nothing on that basically. He got a poison and a bleed though, so that's.
yeah, you take your small gains, and
All right, so looks like we're gonna see a move terrain throw maybe into Daredevil. He's eyeing up the full column, which I believe is a size 3. Yes.
it is. But yeah, I think he gets there, and I think if you can manage to throw it into Ghost Rider, it's really good. Just trying to get that daze was pretty big because Ghost Rider still is lined up for a solid activation. Ooh, this is gonna be tight, but it does look into me.
I mean, at worst case scenario, he's throwing a size 2, but Daredevil has taken no damage, so he could activate next, no matter what. If it's an option available to Dan, no matter what
Yeah.
this throw does.
I think that's why you want to throw it into Ghost Rider, trying to just fish for the daze here.
Right.
Force him
Fair.
to block at least 2 on 3 dice. I think they're arguing over if it's in or not.
All right. What do you think? If you had to make the call,
For me, it looks in.
Yeah, it
Like
does.
well enough, like it's touching the
The
border.
base. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, looks like yeah, thrown into Daredevil, who at least blocks well enough. Blocks 2, takes 2. Yeah.
Okay. It could have been worse for Daredevil in that activation. That's for sure.
Oh, for sure.
All right. So now, who do you go with? So we're getting a leadership trigger here. The drones will take another point of damage, which will heal Emma. Can you call that out? Shouldn't the drones take another damage and therefore heal Emma? Was that a leadership? It was. It was definitely a
It
leadership.
was. Yeah. Yeah.
All
There we
right.
got it. Which is actually surprisingly relevant. No, what happened here? I think we saw Ghost Rider going into Iron Man. It looks like.
All right. So, yeah. All
Yeah,
right. So, Ghost Rider went into Iron Man. He got Iron Man down, and now we're seeing. Looks like did he already pay
Hell
for
on
Hell on
Wheels.
Wheels? He already did. Yep. And he's
Move
going
into
to.
the days on
Okay.
Emma.
Interesting. Yep.
Which I really like here because if you get it, you're in a very good position, having denied all remaining activations of Wade.
Yes. The clapback is real.
Five
Oh.
success crits. That
A
is a dazed Emma
yes.
Frost. And that is a very solid opportunity for a clapback because now he can actually, with Emma dazed and Iron Man dazed, he can actually just score all 6 and get ahead on VPs.
Yeah,
Um,
that's right. So, you activate. Do you activate Wong here first? Oh no. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, it doesn't matter because Wong can go out against this pillar to avoid being pushed in a bad spot. But
he still has another action afterwards and Wade's out, so he can just move,
yeah,
pick up.
but Daredevil, if he gets pushed towards Ghost Rider, Wong would not be able to. Um, oh, so I don't know. Like Wong would not be able to get back to the back flaming portal, therefore not getting all 6 VPs. But let's see if he gets pushed or not. Like if I'm Wade, I'd push Wong
Yeah,
towards Ghost Rider, and so I think he should have
uh,
like.
yeah.
Oh,
But
there you go.
sometimes being lucky is better than being good.
Yeah, there we go. We see now he gets to go back to his base.
Yep, and I think here Wade getting to score, not Wade, Dan getting to score the full 6 really puts a big clock on Wade to claim this game up.
Yeah, but I think that Wade does have definitely the swing turn that Wade is about to have. If the dice cooperate in an average amount, is going to
He'll
be
be
very
fine
good. Yes, yes.
because Daredevil taking the bleed damage if he wants to score. Here gets push, which I don't think is
No,
terribly
I
relevant.
think you just have to take the bleed here
Yeah,
and get onto the points because then basically Wong. I know like it's. I doubt Wong scores out the game. I don't know like.
yeah, I
Daredevil
agree.
dies. I think Daredevil dies no matter where he is next round.
Yeah. And that's pretty rough because you
Do
still have a
you? Oh,
pretty
okay.
weak Ghost Rider, and I think Ultron is again well placed um, to try and just get the double days slash
I
KO.
would have liked to see Daredevil do a free attack into Ultron there. Um, I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe not. Maybe not. But I don't know. Like I wish
it can
he thought
be.
about the line.
It's kind of dangerous just because if you roll a skull, you still take a damage, and that's like that puts him on 2 health left. And that's pretty rough.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So now we have the power phase here, and both the characters flip. So now I think we're gonna probably see the reverse situation. Insert on Daredevil. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're good. Oh, that's you. Okay.
Yeah,
Um. All right. And yeah, so I think that we're gonna see the opposite of what just happened, where I would not be surprised to see Gundog score 5 points exactly here.
here we have a Stark Armory that was played.
Ooh,
Uh,
nice.
yeah, the grunts get whoever that
He paid for
was.
4, and that's probably what Wade was setting up when he put Ultron within 4, or at least it might have been a consideration.
Oh yeah. Is Stark Armory a May add dice? Because he paid for 4, but the grunts are not getting
Oh, he
it.
forgot. So he forgot to roll an extra die. I'm not entirely sure.
But I'll check. Um,
He got
May
Wong.
add.
Oh, and oh, there you go.
It is a May adds dice. It gives the opportunity to add dice, so I will not remind the players.
So the drones get Wong either way with only 2 dice here. So I guess he did. That was probably a second attack. But
Yeah,
all right. So now, um, hmm,
I think if you're
interesting.
Ultron here, I would probably go into Ghost Rider
Yes.
because I think he's the most threatening model here.
3. They both have 3 health left. One of them counts blanks. The other one has 4 dice versus 2 dice.
Yeah.
2 dice counting blanks versus 4 dice, but more threatening. Yeah, I don't know. It's
Oh, Spender into Ghost Rider I like. Just being able to throw him
throw before damage. It might get
before
both
damage.
of them.
Yep.
Here we go. This could just be a game.
Yeah, I'm gonna be inclined to think so, just because here, even if it's enough blocks for the days, being able to throw into Daredevil and then trigger the leadership to have the drones explode into Daredevil is likely putting him out of commission.
Yeah, so let's see what the damage comes up here. Yeah, I think defenders are in trouble.
Uh, well, 3 blocks is not bad. Might even block the whole thing. But takes 1. But here, not within 2 of Ultron. I think Ultron still gets another attack into Daredevil, and just needs to deal 1, then trigger the leadership to Days Daredevil. It's a lot of D's.
Okay, so let's see. Let's see
Oh
what he
wow,
does
just
here.
the 1.
Oh man. Oh, counts blanks, right? He
Oh,
blocks it.
yep.
But hold on. Does he have rerolls from Iron Man? He's got 1 reroll, but it won't matter. Yeah, okay.
Yep. Yeah,
Alright.
it is blocked, which is not terrible if you're Dan, but I think you're still in a heap of trouble.
Yeah, the man.
But
What? How do you? Yeah, there's nothing. You have a free attack. Ghost Rider dropping scroll. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, you got it. I keep.
wait, yeah,
It's
that's
just
me.
like
That's me.
yeah, yeah. All right, man. It's been a day. All right, it's been I had a long
I
day at
feel,
work
I
and a couple
feel,
streams in.
I feel you. I feel you. Same for me. You try to catch these, but like, you get in a little late. It's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here because I would have missed. I missed everything. Oh God.
I was like, why does Ghost Rider have a scroll? He's dazed.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, so now if Daredevil was able to move onto the back demon, shake the bleed to live, um, would that matter? It would tie the game, right? Because, oh no, no, no. Okay, yeah, because Iron Man would grab the one near Daredevil and go into the middle, and Emma would grab the one near Iron Man and then go to the home demon. It would tie the
Or
game 16-16.
or hear me out. Emma actually has a very good chance of dazing Daredevil
Yes,
by
yes, yes.
double moving and throwing. Um,
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, that's probably guaranteed, I think, right?
it's pretty
Oh, is
likely
it terrain
because
only? Is it terrain only?
it is Terran only.
Oh, that's what I'm okay, that's what I was missing.
But
Um
here, just moving next to the size 3 pillar and throwing it into Daredevil is pretty juicy. Then you get to pick up the scroll. Um, I'm liking this line a
right,
lot.
but it's not Wade's turn yet, so Daredevil has a response to do here before. Um
That is true.
do you go for the um do you go for the free attack here? Are you in
Um,
that desperate of a position?
I think you are. I
Yeah.
think, which is super unfortunate, but I think
So
you're
you do
enough
regular
on the back.
attacks first? Like you could do 2 attacks first, just stay there, and then you have to hope Emma, and then if you then use it as an emergency, basically use your free attack. If
Yeah,
you
that's what I would do. Definitely, just trying to see if the regular attack gets him. He still needs to shake the bleed, or he
oh
just
yes, yes, so he's got 1 attack. All right, so he's doing a spender, and then probably shaking
yeah.
the bleed.
You edge your bets.
What's this? 6 dice? Is that what it
Yep,
is?
it
So oh,
is.
it's 7 because you get to add 1 for Iron Man.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Okay, 7 dice into Iron Man. Iron Man has power. He needs to get 7 successes and Iron Man whiff to get him.
Yes, which is pretty
He's
unlikely.
got a reroll. Okay.
But yeah, you take your chances, but it looks grim.
Yes, yes. I mean, this is where you're at when you're in a deep spot. You have to
Al-
throw Hail Marys.
Always play to your outs.
Yeah. All right. not enough. And Iron Man has a phenomenal block. So, yeah, I think.
Yeah, this looks like it's mostly over for Dan here.
Can. Hmm. I think you. Okay, yeah, you definitely have to KO Daredevil here to win, though, based on the new positioning on the board. I don't think you can get
I think
everything you want.
I would try with Emma, just move through the size 3
Yeah,
column, see how that goes.
and then pick up the scroll.
Yeah.
You would not win if you did that though. You would not get to 16 here. Like if you need to be, you need to have both of your characters on scrolls and on points to actually hit 16. Like Ghost Rider's going to be injured, and so I
But
don't
here
know.
being able to do that, like if you KO Daredevil here, um you still let Dan score 0. Like sure you're not winning here, but he's down to his last character and you're still on 3 characters.
I
Uh,
just realized that you can throw and then you can still pick up the scroll and then move onto a demon portal if you
yes.
get lucky.
Uh,
So I see what you're saying. Now I've caught up to what your plan was. All right, but
oh,
Iron Man's going.
yep. Uh, if he is doing a what's it called, $1 billion punch and get the throw, I think that what's it looking like? Yeah, seeing $1 billion punch. Get the trigger for the throw, so this guarantees the KO.
Okay. So Iron Man also he places before damage, I believe, right? I just read that.
That is
Yes.
correct.
So Daredevil had a scroll. I forgot about that in my calculations. Uh, not placing within one of. I'm not sure what's going on here. You got to place within one of Daredevil on the place. That does not look like within one.
That doesn't.
I mean, I think is the game effectively over? I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I think they're calling it, but
we'll see. Hold on. I mean, math like Ghost Rider can't take out all three of them. What's the score?
Emma's fine. She moves back on the points.
Wow, she
Uh,
actually got the piece.
so that's 5, giving
Is it five? It's only four because Iron Man couldn't pick up. He had no power left.
2, 3, 4. Oh, you're right. Yeah,
So it's 15-14. Um, I think though, no matter what Ghost Rider does, the game
yeah. I don't
is
think he can
over
take
because
all 3 characters with 2 action.
yes, Ultron has two attacks and a throw, which would allow him to like potentially win if it was like if this was Ultron instead of Ghost Rider, but because
Yeah,
Ghost Rider only has two instances of damage, he will not be able to stop one of the characters from getting a scroll and being on the point.
yeah.
Oh, hold on. One really sick Ghost Rider beam. Okay. So
That is
Brady identified it. I forgot. We forgot about the beam vodka.
true.
Uh,
True. Yeah, they're calling it,
okay.
which I
All
think
right.
is fair.
All right. Let's jump into their chat then.
Seen the ammo play coming, but yeah.
Yeah, I
Besides
think it
that, like,
is.
Hey
Yeah,
guys.
I was worried. What's up?
Thank you for letting us stream the game. That was really exciting. A lot of back and forth action. Um, And yeah, so what I liked, Dan, I really liked your setup on round one with basically kind of forcing or like trying to get Wade to attack your Wolverine and therefore setting up Wolverine for a nice round two, as well as getting Ghost Rider up the board with Hell on Wheels. How
Yeah.
did you feel after round one? Did you feel good about the positioning? Bill being on, I think, 4 damage, I think, at that point. Um,
yeah, I mean, yeah, like, yeah, I think I felt actually pretty good because, like, there was the reroll bubble in the middle too, where there's like 4 characters in range, so I was hoping Wolverine would have a pretty good round two, but then he kind of flubbed it a little bit.
yeah.
I probably should have gone with no matter the cost Daredevil potentially, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like after round one, I felt like I was in pretty good shape, but yeah.
I definitely shouldn't have taken the attack with the Koei. I didn't think about Ghost Rider getting the extra power. I should have just walked up and stood there.
The Wolverine whiffing there. You went into a Koi and Emma. We thought that in hindsight, after we watched you flub the rolls or not do as well as you would have hoped to, that the maybe going into Bill there was better because of like Hellfire leadership being able to ping multiple models and get a bunch of like healing 3 that round instead of maybe 2 or 1. Um, but yeah, that's um, it was really, there were lots of complicated decisions that had to go on. We liked Nightcrawler grabbing the side, and we also liked Ultron being as far away from Nightcrawler as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was just a clash, and I think that a few different target priority changes and a few different dice roll faces hitting the other sides of the dice.
Yeah,
And
would have made this game go a very different way.
yeah,
Yeah, I think I think Nightcrawler taking that side objective was kind of a relief for me because I was like, oh, he's not going to be in the fight for another turn at least because he has 1 power and nobody's within range 3 after that. So
ultimately he was able to because of Iron Man being pushed from the
yeah,
scroll, I think. So it's funny how both teams their scroll, the person who grabbed the scroll that the enemy dropped, ended up getting pushed into the flanks. But yeah, Gundog or Wade, this crisis draw we said at the beginning of the game is probably we thought it was best case scenario for the defender side because Hellfire typically wants to stand on secures, and in addition to that, it was the slowest of your extracts. What were your thoughts on the crisis draw? Did you feel good about them? Did you have a plan? What were your thoughts?
I didn't feel super confident going in just because I was assuming that he was going to play. I mean, like I feel like I have to play Ultron on demons because like my characters are gonna die.
Right.
Emma and Bill like are the only 2 incinerate immune characters I have. And then Iron Man is kind of specifically for this kind of secure. Unfortunately, he was pushed off to the flank, so Stark Armory didn't do as much. But I definitely felt not great drawing scrolls. I would have been more happy drawing Paranoia or something.
Right. The one thing that we should mention is that there were a couple times on, I think on either player side, that you were doing things like for example, the Emma place within range 1. You would have your range 4 tool out while doing a range 1 place, which is effectively using 2 range tools at
True,
the same time.
true.
So
Yeah.
just something to think about when you're doing your places is to have the exact tool out that you need. Yeah. So I mean, other than that, I mean, you guys made a lot of smart decisions. Vodka, do you have any questions for the players?
No, I think like the game was pretty like you covered the things I wanted to go over. I think both players are still in the cut. Are you guys both still in
Yes.
the cut for
Yeah.
Cup Cut? So good luck to you both, and hopefully you'll get to play it out, and maybe Dan will get his revenge in the finals.
Well, let's see. Let's see.
Yeah, that's right. So Wade, yes, congratulations on making it
Yeah,
into the elimination rounds with that,
finals.
and yeah, so Dan, we're expecting you to make it in. All right, so a little bit
Yeah,
of pressure, but I believe you can get it done. I think someone pointed out to me a couple days ago how much you've been grinding on the looking for game channel. So really hoping that the reps you're putting in on your team pay off, and we
Yeah,
see
I
you in
mean,
the eliminations.
I just started playing the game like 4 months ago,
oh, that's
so yeah,
awesome.
feel
Very
like
cool.
gotta
Very cool.
learn some stuff. But yeah,
Yeah, well, you're doing great
You're doing great.
for how far into the game you are. So, yeah, keep it up, man, and hopefully we get to see you play some games in the against the other brackets and shut them down.
yep, sounds good. All right, yeah, thanks so much for streaming.
All right,
Yeah, thank
guys,
you.
thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.
All right, later.
All right, there we go. An exciting game. Week 5. I don't have any more streams for this week. So we're looking at future streams being for week 6. And that will be exciting. So thank you, Vodka Blitz, for joining me on commentary. A blast as usual. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. See you later.